You think you know me? Say I'm as cold-hearted as they come. You think I'm slowly cutting my ties with you, that I'm done. Here's what you don't know. Feelings, they grow slow. I've just been caring for mine. Now I can feel it. Now I believe it. Baby, tonight is the night. I'm gonna call you up in the name of love. Gonna call you up and tell you that I'm not giving up. In the name of love, I'm not giving up yet on you. In the name of love, in the name of love. In the name of love, in the name of love. You think it's easy, yeah. Falling in love, well, maybe for you. I think it's crazy, oh no. But I'll be damned if I'm not a fool. Here's what you don't know. Feelings, they go slow. I've just been caring for mine. Now I can feel it. Now I believe it. Baby, tonight is the night. In the name of love, in the name of love. In the name of love, in the name of love. I'm gonna call you up in the name of love. Gonna call you up and tell you that I'm not giving up in the name of.
Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm TarotOracle and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the TarotOracle show.
Welcome, Bartman, who won the gazillion dollars. Congratulations, Bartman. Now you can buy us all dinner. Andrew, Maruta, Sarah, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Welcome, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? It is a Saturday night, and we are feeling all right. Now, today, good news. I created a cup. So we went to a ceramic place. Woo-woo, it's been a minute. How are you doing? Good to see you. I went to a ceramic place. Now that's going to be dark. That's going to be dark. And it has TarotOracle on the front. It's got a Virgo symbol on the inside. And it's got a YouTube symbol. Now on the edges, it has the names of all of our moderators. So you're all immortalized on my new coffee mug that I made today. So congratulations, you're now immortalized. You're going to be forever on my coffee mug. I hope I don't ever drop it because that was a very expensive coffee mug to make. So yeah, you know, you got to be careful with those things. You wanna be sure and sip the coffee carefully. Julie, it's been a minute. How you doing? Good to see you. Sarah says, what's happening with the next couple of months? And I'm assuming that Sarah wants the traditional everyday, all the time. What's wrong with the Tarot Tower today? The Tarot Tower cam. All right, there we go. Anyway, it should take 2 weeks for them to fire up the kiln and to make my new coffee mug with all of your names on it. Okay, I assume Sarah wants a little Gregory Scott. Am I right? Am I right? I think I'm right. Am I right? Gregory Scott is what we're going to do. Mind your own. Welcome. Mind your own indeed. How are you doing tonight? Good to see everybody. Hope you're having a fine Saturday. So, yeah. So, Christina's daughter volunteered us to go to a ceramic place where we painted our own ceramics. So, I painted all of y'all. I painted all of you. So now, you know, just immortalize so now I can drink my tea. So the plan is, Julie, I thank you for the donation. The plan is to drink my tea and to have all of your names in my tea. So, I mean, just saying, and I'll have the mug here, and if anybody, and it also features a couple of extra things, like it says what times the stream starts and all this other stuff. So if anybody has questions, I can just turn the mug into different directions or show the bottom of the mug, et cetera, et cetera. Anyway, that's it. I am good, Julie. How are you? It's been a minute. All right, next couple of months, let's see. a lot of restrictions with the devil. I like this deck. I think that the devil is an interesting kind of restrictive card. Normally, I don't see the devil as kind of a restrictive card. Now, I know y'all going to be like, but there's two people chained up in the devil card. I know that, but the devil itself is not that restrictive. It doesn't feel like. You'll look at the chains. In most of the Rider-Waite-Smith decks, the chains are really loose. You could remove yourself from that. So I don't really see that being restrictions. If I can just remove it and go my own way, maybe that's self-restrictions, but what have you. But anyway, but it is interesting that we are sort of in a bubble. I think you're unaware of some things happening around you. I really think that's the case here. And this is sort of the devil. I'm sort of in a bubble. I don't have a lot of exposure to the outside. You know, it just doesn't feel like there's a lot of things that I'm seeing, experiencing. It's almost like a lot of the world is going on around you instead of you interacting with it. I would encourage you to interact with it. The sun says maybe it is time to go out and interact with that world, interact with some of these things that you have been missing or skipping or just not aware of. Because I think as you do that, you're going to develop more information. You're going to get more sort of an intuitive feel about what's going on, what kind of things are sort of, you know, receptive versus not receptive to you and how things are going. And I think you're really going to kind of see things unfolding in front of you that are happening in the future that you currently aren't seeing now. Linda, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Five of Swords being reversed. That's nice. Next couple of months, there's a lot of freedom to do things that you didn't really have freedom to do before. I think the restrictions could be gone, removed by the sun, what have you. But yeah, the sort of the swords being there, the sort of the traveling and what have you, being reversed. It feels like I have a lot more faster motion. I have a lot more things happening at the same time. Boo Boo, welcome. By the way, Boo Boo, your name is extra special on my cup. Boo Boo. That sounds weird, but I'm just saying. Mars, a Pisces. We got a Pisces and Neptune. Thank you for your donation. So Boo Boo, I made a ceramic cup today, and on the side is all of the moderators' names, and Boo Boo is in there, and Jesus, loud. And Dr. Mystical is in there as well. Thank you for your donation. We got Ashley. Ashley, let me know what your question is. All right. But yeah, it feels like there's a lot of sort of restrictions removed, restrictions sort of thing. And the Six of Swords there. I think things are going to be faster. Things are going to start moving faster once we get out, once we sort of get interactive with the environment around us. I think the Empress, as the next couple of months, brings about a level of comfort that you haven't had before. It's like all of a sudden everything will be okay. All of a sudden it feels like a warm blanket around us on a winter's night. It just feels like there's a lot of good things happening in the next couple of months. So I think there is your reading for the next couple of months with that. And we still have the work drama that we predicted before. And I think you're going through a little bit of that. Maybe that could be a little bit of work. Also said that you're going to meet somebody interesting. So, I mean, hey, a lot of stuff that we have predictions on. Sarah, we're going to see if they come about. We're going to see what happens with that. Yeah, so the cup is supposedly going to get really dark. So I don't know why, but when you do it like that, it looks like pastel, but it's going to get super, super duper dark. And it's going to have TarotOracle shining very bright yellow on there. So I don't know how all that works. I'm not a ceramic person, but if you can explain how it's really, really light and it's supposed to get super, super dark later, I would appreciate that, because that falls under, I have no idea. Does CH want to get with it? Want to get a little bit of romantic feelings in there? If I'm having romantic feelings for woo-woo, which we all do, we're going to use this deck over here called the Modern Love Tarot with the Butterfly. Be random with me. I will be random with you indeed. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. It is up for merch, TarotOracle. No, it's not merch. I paid a lot of money. It was like $30 to make that. So yeah, it is not merch. That could be, I guess if I'm ever not around anymore, if I ever retire, I guess I'll give that cup away. But for now, that's going to be my teacup. Then I'm going to get the nice, warm, sleepy time tea during stream and all of that other stuff. It's going to be a teacup And we're going to use it. So, I mean, for that price, I'm going to be sure not to drop it because I do have a habit of dropping cups. I don't know why. Just whoosh. Anyway, but yeah, all right, we'll see what's going on with this. Careless Whispers, welcome, good to see you. Does CH love me? Romance, oh geez, the Emperor, the Nine of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. That is nice, and I like that. I mean, can we do the love balloons? I really think it could be happening with that. The colors will be activated by the heat of the kiln. I just like slathered that color on there over and over and over and over, and it never got any darker. DK, welcome, good to see you. But we're going with a yes. Ace of Cups is that feeling. You don't have an Ace of Cups unless you have a nice connection with somebody, unless you have sort of a pull with somebody where you sort of want them on our side. You want them kind of around and whatnot. I think that's going to be great indeed. Nine of Cups too. Ace of Cups with the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is just a culmination. Lon Mato Cat calls that the best card in the deck just because it is sort of that culmination of everything that you want out of that cup suit. At the very end of it, the nine, it's the best, it's the supreme, it's the best of them all. And I thank you for your donation. But the Nine of Cups next to the Ace says that I have a lot of good hopes, a lot of good feelings, a lot of good things happening in there. Emperor says, woo-woo. You may be a little bit up in their face. You may have to be a little bit up in their face to sort of pull that stuff out. Maybe they're holding back. They're like, woo-woo is so cute. I can't do anything. I get all nervous. Well, you may have to take the reins a little bit, woo-woo, the Emperor card. You know, sometimes you just got to get up there and get in it the first time. You know what I mean? Woo-woo, you know what I mean? You may have to do that. But I think CH does have a little bit of romance towards you, and that's looking good indeed. Nothing better than some romance is what I'm saying. All right, Julie wants to know Ryan's next move. Ryan works in the company, but a different office. And Ryan has some feels for the Julie. Let's see what's going on. Oh, man, Julie is hitting it up with Ryan. All right, Ryan, let's see if you're worth the Julie's time over here. Oh, man, we need a good deck for this. We need a really, really good deck for this. We're going to use the pretty standard one, the one that we keep in the bag, the only one we keep in the bag, even though I did buy a bunch of Amy bags, but I haven't used them yet. I need to start putting those in the bag too, but I haven't done it yet. I need to do it. We need to make it happen. Anyway, Julie wants to know Ryan's feelings about me romantically. Do they like me? Is this something that has a future? Is this something that's pretty exciting? All the good loves are there. Let's see. Ryan is so cute. See, that's what I'm saying. You need him to be cute. If they're ugly, it's hard to get the feelings down. You know, you're like, well, you know, I'm kind of busy. Anyway, how is Ryan feeling about me romantically? Number one question. The World, a 3-1 Ace of Swords and a 6 of Cups. Oh, I think Ryan has a bit of romantic feels indeed. I mean, a little bit of, okay. It's almost like that either y'all aren't together or Ron's next move works in a company. Okay, y'all are not together or things are not exactly 100% between you, what have you. Careless Whisper, thank you for your YouTube donation. But that 3 of Wands, looking at them from a little bit of a distance. We're scanning, we're looking, we're playing the horns and what have you. But that is definitely sort of a one view, kind of figuring out where it is and what have you. There does seem to be, this sort of answers the next question kind of thing. They work in a company but a different office. The World says the distance is a little bit too great. In other words, we need to remove the distance, right? So I think if you remove the distance, I think all of a sudden things will become a little bit better and things kind of open up and a little bit more inventive with that. The World says, yeah, there's a little bit too much distance. We're looking from a distance with that. Ace of Swords says we need that one opportunity to where Ryan and you are just like together. Maybe, you know, going out for a drink after work or what have you. Or we need to discuss something, you know, with a company or something to sort of rope them in and get them kind of interested and get them in that direction. I think the Ace of Swords, some communication, some tight communication, something that is going to be there is going to really sort of develop. I think if you have that opportunity, a lot of good things will happen. Clumsy, I thank you for your donation. Six of Cups is a beautiful thing, right? It almost functions like a Two of Cups right there, but you do have kind of this connection, lighthearted connection that builds into something suddenly. But I think if you're able to make that connection, if you're able to do that, I think that's going to be a good thing indeed. So, person to person, getting together and having something casual after work, having a drink or what have you. And I think things will develop very quickly from that point. So I think that's going to be the key. But yeah, I think there's a lot of potential here. A lot of good stuff. Those are very clear cards. I like those cards. Julie also wants to know, what are the next moves towards me? I think some of that was answered in the previous thing, right? The distance is not working to your advantage. Having something after work or having something, So, and I told somebody else this the other day. I was like, if you want to hit up somebody at work, what you do is you invite a bunch of people, to after hours after work, and then you add them to it. And so now you and them are together, but there's a lot of other people around or something like that. That's if you're uncomfortable. But I mean, hey, if you're, if you're single and Ron's cute and Ron's single, then you can just go straight for the jugular, just be like, yo, let's talk about this over drinks. Got a couple of questions about it, and all of a sudden Ron's like, yeah, I think that's a good idea. And I thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. But so that advice was for somebody who was who the person had no idea, that they didn't work with the person. It was a complete stranger. Anyway, so that was kind of the advice for that. I've seen that done before and it worked great. Anyway, all right. Ryan's next move towards me. Six of Swords, a journey in your direction. That's it, right? Journey in your direction, headed towards you. I think that's going to be the key. Very, very cool. Very sort of inventive. Queen of Cups says a lot of emotions come about really fast. And you saw this kind of a preview in the previous read. It's all of a sudden, everything just starts rolling at a pretty good clip. Queen of Cups is water of water. A lot of good emotions, a lot of sort of fancy emotions. It's like, ooh, this is nice. I'd like this. Four of Swords, too, I mean, it could end up in a horizontal position. I mean, Magician says that your connection with work, your connection with projects are just going to be advantageous, right? The Magician. Now we can work together. Now we can sort of get a lot of things done that we couldn't do the same time and what have you. But I think that is going to be it. I think you have a lot of good potential here with this. LC, I thank you for your very generous donation over PayPal. But the Magician, right? Now we can work together. We want to be together. This is a solution to being together. I think their next move is travel. Six of Swords, traveling card, as you can see, going through that. And the Queen is kind of a little bit of a traveling here too. So, just sort of very, a lot of pent up energy here. So you look at this, right? A lot of pent up energy. She's like just about to leap out of that throne, leap out of the throne. So a lot of good things happening here. I think that's going to be good indeed. There you go. See, horizontal position. See, love to get a horizontal position. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what you need. The horizontal position is the good position. All right, let's see what's going on with. We got PayPal going all over the place tonight. We got 5 PayPals. So we're going to PayPal right now. We're going to see what kind of things we got going on in PayPal. Ashley is next. We got more PayPal. Ashley is next. Ashley, I have no idea what your question is. Ashley, let me scroll up. I know you came through. Maybe you asked about what's going on. Let's look. We can skip through. I think most of the people here are mods. Ashley Ashley, I do not see your question. Thank you for your donation, Ashley. Let me know what your question is, and I will get you next. Anyway, Tracy, welcome. Good to see you. Been a minute. How are you doing tonight, Tracy? I hope you're having a fantastic weekend. All right, well, we wait for Ashley's question. Let's hop over to PayPal, and let's do LC. LC wants to know, is Jay thinking of moving in with me? Oh, nice. Moving in with me. Okay, let's see what that. It's not OC. That was a TV show. It is LC. All right, we're going to move in. Are we not going to move in? What's going on? If we're going to move in, you need to move in with the Wonder World Tarot. This is the deck you want to move into because the environments are amazing. All sorts of beautiful things in here. Pretty exciting indeed with all of this. So I'm just saying, this is a fantastic deck to read with. Ashley, messages for the rest of the month. Ashley, I got you covered. Thank you so much for your question and a donation. I greatly appreciate you. All right. Is Jay thinking of moving in with me? 3 of coins. Yeah. Look. Yeah, 3 of coins. Look, see, this is why I like tarot. You got easy reads like this. Look, 3 of coins. I mean, look, here's you and here's Jay, right? And you're like, we're going to move in, like that. We got to kick the giant out of the house first. But yeah, after the giant's out of the house, let's move in. And Jay's like, sure, that sounds good. I like that. I like that idea. So I think they're agreeable with that. The store says they've been thinking about that too. They ain't said nothing, but they've been thinking about that too. So just be aware. I mean, that has occurred to them indeed. Queen of coins. Money gets in y'all's way. Okay. I'm telling you now, I got to be honest with you. I'm telling you now, something's going on with the money and it gets in the way. It gets in the way. Something's going on with that. And I don't think that that's going to be an easy solution. You need to talk about the money before you just launch into it, because there may be some money issues indeed. So, I'm just saying, maybe some money issues indeed. Ultimately, happy home, happy family with that 10 of cups. It's so easy. We need more light. Whoa, that is too much. It is so easy to be cheesy. Yeah. That is basically a massive, and I mean a very substantial thumbs up LC for you. So that's what you need. You need something just straight to the point. I love it when tarot is straight to the point. It's not going to play around anymore. Going right for the jugular, just straight to the point. We're not even bothering, wandering around or anything like that. Anyway, all right. Careless, you are after Ashley, who wants a little bit of messages over there. Messages for the rest of the month. What is my month going to look like? I think that's important because we're just warming up. Paula, welcome. Good to see you. Paula, you are immortalized on my cup that I made today, Paula. On the side of the cup, I put all the moderators' names, and Paula, you are there. I got Andrew, I got Paula, Christina, I got Dr. Mystical. Instead of writing Dr. Mystical, I put his little signature logo in there. Then I got Boo Boo, I got Maruta, I got all the mods are immortalized on my cup, and it's going to be here in 2 weeks. I don't know why it takes 2 weeks to kiln a cup, but back in the old days of ceramics when you could kiln a cup in like 20 minutes. Now it takes 2 weeks, I guess. So anyway, all right. Messages for the rest of the month. What kind of things do we need you to know for the rest of the month? 9 of Cups. Interesting. There's a level of satisfaction in August that you like. And I think that's a good thing, right? There's a level of satisfaction in August that you haven't had before. Because I think that you've been encountering situations that are a little bit challenging. You've had things that have pulled you back. You've had things that are sort of, when you're like launching forward, you're all excited. You're like, yes, this is what I need. And then all of a sudden it's like, whoa, somebody just pulls you back a little bit. I really don't think that that is sort of a big issue for you, but you have kind of felt that, right? I felt that things aren't going my way. I felt that we're sort of being pulled back in issues. Nine of Cups suggests that a lot of things sort of culminate, a lot of good satisfaction, a lot of good feelings, and it feels like your intuition is really rolling. The Hanged Man, you're going to encounter some things that drag you out of your comfort zone. I think that's good. I think you've been a little bit too into the comfort zone. You've been a little bit too comfortable, maybe a little bit too on the norm and what have you. You're ready to get dragged out. You're ready to get into a little more adventure, a little something that's going to be a little more inventive, something's going to be fun indeed. Six of Swords says the journey to do that takes place in August. I'm not saying the journey is actually going to happen in August, but I think the opening, the door opening, the opportunity is going to present itself in August, and you're going to be able to do that. Ace of Swords almost says take a buddy with you. Take somebody with you on this journey. It feels like you need a buddy on the journey. You need somebody with you. You need some support mechanism or some support kind of in the background there in order to make this happen the way that you would like it to happen. Ultimately, I think the Ace of Swords says communication is going to be key during August. Let people know where you're at. Let people know the status. Let people know what's going on. And I think as you do that, also let people know that there's an opportunity out there that may want to sort of tag along. Sonali, welcome. Good to see you. But yeah, the Ace of Swords is good. Communication is very key in August. And I think you're in a unique situation too, where you're able to communicate directly about stuff you normally wouldn't be able to communicate, right? A lot of times we got to go around the back door, side door, and we can't really just go. I think you can just go head on in August, and people appreciate kind of the bluntness or the directness that happens with that. By the way, we are on PayPal, in case you're wondering where you are in the queue. We're taking a PayPal break up in here. Careless Whisper of a Good Friend is next. All right, let's see. Careless is coming up. What is next? 3 months. What kind of things are we going to get into in 3 months? That's a pretty good time frame. That's a nice little time frame. I kind of like the 3-month thing going in there. Let's see what's going on with 3 months. This is some opportunities that we can sort of grasp and get in that. Man, I really think the end of the year is going to basically have better things coming. I think you have better things coming after 3 months. I actually think 3 months is just kind of a catch up, right? And not catch up and mustard, but more of a catching up with stuff or getting back to normal, getting things caught up. Because I think you're kind of running a little bit behind. Four of Swords says we have been asleep, maybe sort of pulled back and whatnot here, but I think we're able to catch up. We're able to make it happen in the next 3 months. Not going to be a problem. Hanged Man says don't rely on things that you see. I think you're seeing some deceptions with in the outside world. In other words, you're seeing this, but it's not exactly that way. It shouldn't be interpreted exactly that way. Samantha V, what's going on? Good to see you. But yeah, the Hanged Man. So look at a different perspective on things in the next 3 months, because I think that's going to give you a better idea of what's really going on. Not a Pentacles says it is time to save money. You want to know the next 3 months? I would save some cashola if you could, because I think that's going to be good for you. Good for you to save up on all of that stuff. All right. Really Chris is in the queue, but before we get to Really Chris, we are going to do a little Mars Pisces thing going on over there. You got to love yourself some Pisces is what I'm talking about. Let's see what's going on. All right, past, present, future read on the Capricorn and H. All right, let's do that. We'll do past over here. We'll do present over here. And we'll do future over there. What kind of things can we get going on with that? By the way, we are using the Elemental Wisdom Tarot. Everybody loves this. It's from TarotOracle, who's got a new deck coming out that looks a lot like the traditional one that we all love and have grown accustomed to, the Dark Mansion Tarot, which is just not it. But I mean, anyway, 7 of Wands, past, 7 of Wands, Ace of Wands. The past. Man, there's a lot of things in the past that we want to forget. It's almost like if we could erase the past in this connection, we could. I think it's going to be a lot of sort of things back there that we want to erase, we want to eliminate, we want to move past. And I think we just haven't been able to do that. Ace of Wands, we made some mistakes back there. Not exactly going to be good with that. Seven of Wands, not really able to correct, not able to fix in certain perspective from that. So you got to kind of put up with that as it is. Hanged Man, you got two big majors. Very nice. Hanged Man and the World. It's time to basically figure out what we're going to do next. I really don't think there's a plan. And I think that's the biggest issue here. There's no plan. Lover, welcome. Good to see you. There's no plan. You need a plan, all right? The World. We have to have a good ending to this. We need some sort of a way to do it. And I think creating a plan, creating goals, figuring out where we would like to be in 3 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years. YouTubeuser, thank you for your donation, is really going to help us. Because the Hanged Man said we have different ideas about where to go. I think that's the big key, right? We have different ideas about where to go, what to do, what have you. I don't think that's really opportunistic for anybody. You definitely need to sort of hone that up a bit. Knight of Cups and the Seven of Cups, the future. Just a lot of sort of a romantic feel here. Knight of Cups is a Mr. Romance. Seven of Coins is sort of building our future, building opportunities, and making a pathway into the future. So I think building the future is going to be the main thing. I think that's going to be done with emotions. It's going to be done with passion. I think it's looking pretty good so far. Anyway, there you are for past, present, future. Izzy, welcome. Good to see you. All right, we're going to go with Anne next. What has been W's karma ever since cutting me out of the friend group? Ain't nobody like anybody that cuts you out of a friend group. What kind of crappy friend is that? I mean, if you're going to call yourself somebody's friend, you can't cut them out of the friend group. That's mean. That is mean. I don't like that at all, is what I'm saying. You got to fix that. You got to fix these problems. Anyway, let's see what's going on. What has been the karma ever since the culmination of friend destruction? Oh my. Knight of Wands, first off. 10 of Cups, we have a 5 of Cups and a 4 of Wands. Oh my. Oh man. This hurt. This hurt a lot. This is sort of an interesting thing. Basically, this sort of hurt. I think this really sort of honed in on a lot of sort of insecurities from W that you really sort of kicked off on W's side, right? A lot of insecurities, a lot of things that they were afraid of, a lot of anxiety that they're sort of stuck into and what have you. The Knight of Wands, right? This is something you put a lot of effort into. That's the biggest pain here. You put a lot of effort into this. Had you known you were going to get stabbed in the back, you wouldn't have done it. You spent a lot of time, a lot of dedication, a lot of things happening here, and it just feels like that you have just been betrayed from this, and that's the biggest pain in the butt. 10 of Cups says you had indeed made that your home. This is something that's a nice group. I appreciate it. I mean, you know, there's a lot of kind of things happening there. Ultimately, the 4 of Wands says it's not really a home without you. I think the karma is there's a lot of people that are upset, right? A lot of people that are upset about you not being there. And the thing is, too, once somebody gets mistreated in a group of people, everybody else in that group now is wondering when it's going to be my turn. That's why you have to give all of the groups that you're in, all of the people that you know, a lot of love, respect, and just sort of, you know, just sort of a love, respect, and just be nice, right? Because if you screw one person in a group, then everybody else is like, when is it my turn next? Because that person got booted out for no reason. We got screwed. When is it going to be everybody else's turn to fight? Everybody is a little bit upset, and they're wondering where they're going to be next. So that's the karma, right? You've turned a 10 of Cups, this beautiful, happy home, happy family, into a 4 of Wands, like a new, unstable home. So you have, right? And everybody's wondering, when am I going to be the next one? So yeah, now you have a lot of mistrust. Now you have a lot of anxiety where it shouldn't be and whatnot. But That's the way it is. You gotta, when you have people in a group, you gotta treat them all with respect. Anyway, Really Chris is next. Really Chris with a really big donation. Thank you so much, Really Chris. I appreciate you. Sag actions this August. All right. Sag, not essay, Sag. What are the Sag actions this August? Ooh, let's use a good deck for that. Little Buddha. No, let's use my deck. Let's use my deck. Hopefully everybody loves my deck. I worked hard to make it. That's what I'm saying. Samantha Vea, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. So what kind of exciting things we got going on with this? What are the actions coming through here? Let's see. Let's see what kind of default things we got going on. I think there's a lot of stuff going on in your August. Not at the first, but as it progresses, as it develops, you think things going on. Yeah, the Hermit. It's like, well, not a lot of actions at the beginning. Not a lot of actions at the beginning. Now, let me tell you this. This person has a lot of expectations about what your reaction is going to be. It's almost like that they're a little too butthurt, or they're a little too dependent upon you, right? A little too dependent upon you and your reactions and what you do. It's almost like they want you to take the lead on some of this stuff. Not literally take the lead. Samantha V, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. Not literally take the lead, but they want to see what you're going to do after the actions. You know what I'm saying? Is Really Chris going to be excited? Are they going to be upset? Or like, what's going on? It feels like they're letting you take the lead. Three of Wands, this person is really looking to you and wondering what's going on. They're looking to you. They're maybe stalking the social media a little bit. Or, it just feels like they're sort of looking around and kind of seeing where you're at and what you're doing. The Hermit card says that they just don't like being without you. They don't like being alone, or they don't like being without you. But that Ace of Cups, right? Well, I want to open the door. I want to make it happen. But at this point, they're just sort of in observant mode, right? It's almost like they're waiting for you to do something, or they're waiting for something in your life to change before they hop into the next direction and they get the next opportunity out there. That Ten of Swords. I need Really Chris to have something, maybe more free time, or maybe don't have this person or this other person around, or maybe stop this thing or that thing before we do it. The Ten of Swords. I need some activity to cease, or something to slow down, or something to give me kind of the cue that it's okay to do the next opportunity, the next action. So I do think they'll take action after they see something slow down, something stop, what have you. But be aware, they are looking, they are scanning, they are very aware of what's going on over there, and they want to kind of, see what's next or see what's coming up. Ace of Wands says they will take an action after something else happens. After something else happens. So they're just waiting right now. And once they see something else leave, they're going to hop in and take the action. Ace of Wands, always good action card, getting it, making it happen, and what have you. I think that's going to be the exciting part. So you have two aces here. An action, or sort of an incentive with emotion. In other words, emotions are pulling me in your direction. I'm kind of excited. I have a lot of interesting things that I want to do, what have you. And the Ace of Wands, taking a literal action like calling or connecting, communicating, what have you. I think that. So you got a double action here, but they are waiting. They are waiting, scanning, looking, and see what's going on. Michelle, you sent a request for money instead of money. So I'm going to, about your house. So I'm going to reject the request. If you want to go ahead and resend it, then I'll be happy to do your reading. So let me know. Okay, I think that is it for the PayPal. So we're now done with the PayPal readings. We're going to go back to the Super Chats. We're going to have some fun with those and see where that is it. Samantha, thank you for your third donation. I appreciate you. What's going on with a Clumsy? Let's get us some water. What is going on, Miss Tarot D? How you doing? Let's see where we're going. I can't wait to get my cup. It's going to be 2 weeks, but I am excited. If you just joined, by the way, today I went to a place where you design your own cup. So I have a cup with a Tarot Oracle Show cup. It's got all my mods on it. You are now immortalized in it. I'm going to be drinking my tea from this cup. And Clumsy gets the deck that everybody loves, the deck that everybody is in love with, absolutely adores, also known as the Tarot of the Lantern Path. Same with that. You didn't know we could request money from TO. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hit decline on the money request tonight. I don't want to give you $10 to give you a reading, but I mean, you know, it's a pretty mug. Yeah, it's going to be darker. I think that's the biggest problem with making ceramics is what you paint is not what you get. So you have to kind of guess at it, you know? So unless you're sitting there with a kiln right next to you, you kind of have to guess and hope for the best. I don't know. Anyway, how will the business be a weekend? Meaning fat cash. If you want some fat cash, man, this weekend may be it. What I like about the Two of Cups, when you ask for business, when you ask for that opportunity, the Two of Cups says, I'm finding the right customers. Why is that important? A lot of times we'll go to a county fair, we'll put some stuff on a table, and people will come by the thousands, and nobody will stop. And that is the biggest problem. That's the biggest problem. You have to have the people stop in order to make this real. Two of Cups says you're connecting with the people that you need for the customers. And I think that is the big opportunity that you have. Because, I mean, you know, Lovety, I thank you for your donation. Because you can have customers, but you can't have customers that want what you're selling. And what you're getting, though, is the Two of Cups, a beautiful connection with people that need the stuff that you're selling. So, yeah, money is coming. Not of sorts. You need something on display, or you need something that's communicated that lets people immediately know, and I mean immediately know what you're selling, what the price is, okay? Instantly. Well, I don't have to stop. I don't have to think about it. You know, if it's online, if it's a business card, if it's a website, just very quick. Miss Tarot D, I thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Overall, the death card says you need to alter some things on there. The couple of things you need to do. What do you need to do to instantly communicate to your customers what you have and how much it is? Life of Destiny. Welcome back. Good to see you. But yeah, the death card. We need to make some alterations, some changes, get everything tweaked. And I think you're going to have an absolute win. Absolute win over there. All right, we got Anne is up in here. Anne, thank you for your donation again. Michelle, if you want to resend your donation, but not a money request, I will get that done. What should I say about my project to pull the emotional aspect onto people? Ooh, there you go. That's a good question. I have no idea what kind of tarot cards you're going to get. If I'm going to get an emotional pull, I'm going to use this deck over here. This has an emotional pull to it. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's see what kind of things are happening there. Man, let's see about that. Michelle, I got you. Thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. Yeah, Life of Destiny. What was your previous name, Life of Destiny? I forgot it. Life of Destiny, let me know. What was your previous name? I remember you had a previous name, but I forgot what it was. Anyway, man, it's like on the tip of my tongue too. That's one of the names. You had a memorable name. I remember that. And then it was Life of Destiny. But anyway, I forgot what your original name was. Let me know. Anyway, love these swords to shave my legs. Maybe. I mean, you know, sure, I guess if it's sharp enough, sure. Let's see. What should I say? Put emotional aspect on the people. Four of Pentacles. How's it going to fit into their life? How is it going to fit into their life? Oh, you've been Life of Destiny. Oh, I'm sorry, Life of Destiny. I may be confusing with somebody else. Life of Destiny. I'm sorry. I've had probably, like 2,000 people through the streams. So anyway, yeah. So my memory is pretty good, but it's not that good. Four of Pentacles. How are you going to fit in your life? So if I have a widget what am I going to do to make that widget fit into your life, right? How is that widget going to fit into your life? So let's say I have a painting. The painting is going to go beautiful in that room with these other things. It's going to go beautiful with these furniture things. How is this going to fit into your life, in your home, in your family, in your toilet, whatever it is, right? That's going to be the big thing. Ace of Swords says you need to make people feel like they can communicate with you too. Julie, thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. Ace of Swords, I need to be able to communicate with Anne. So, so maybe I have a question for Anne, right? Maybe I have a question for Anne. I need to know that I can call Anne. I need to know that I can email, chat with Anne, whatever it is. I need to know that Anne's going to be there, right? So if you come around and you want to order my particular deck, for example, maybe a waterfall tarot, right? And you got a question, I'm going to answer you within probably 5 to 10 minutes, unless I'm like working out or something like that. So if you want to order waterfall tarot and you got questions, I'm going to answer within 5 to 10 minutes. Michelle, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. What's going on? Adjustment too. How is this going to make your life better? How is this going to improve what you are doing? So you have to have a level of improvement. How is this going to improve your life? And how is this going to improve your situation? The 10 of Wands, you want to let them know that this is not too much. It's not too much. If that is via comparison or something like that, it's not too much. It's not too weighted. It's not too heavy. I think a lot of people are like, well, I don't really need something like that. But if you sort of, just communicate that, that's not going to be that bad. Anyway, Michelle Jean. Are you Michelle Jean? Are you the one on PayPal? Let me know. Thank you for hanging out and appreciate your donation if so. YouTube user is back. I got to say, YouTube user, I think you paid my mortgage this month. Avoided all places I might see, and will I see them anyway? Let's see. If you're going to run into Anne, if you're going to accidentally just bump into Anne for no reason, ain't nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for that. Michelle Jean, it's all good. It is all good. I don't know how this works either. And I run the show, Michelle Jean. I don't know how it works either. We'll figure it out together. Julie, thank you for the other donation. All right. We've been dodging in like a dodgeball, but we need to find out if we're going to get the balls anyway. 4 of Wands. I do think you end up bumping into him, yes. Not today, but I do think in the future you end up bumping into him. So I think, just be aware. Be aware, 4 of Wands. You end up just sort of, boop, oops, oh my God, it's in. I think it's going to be a good connection. You're all upset. You're all worried, but you think about Anne a lot. And I think that's telling the universe that you need in your life, right? You need in your life. And I think that you're going to be attracting them anyway, just because you're thinking about them, you're being emotional. I think you create the situation where the world is like, oh, you want in, right? In case you wonder how that works, read The Nature of Personal Reality by Jane Roberts. That'll tell you a lot of stuff that you may not be ready to learn, but it definitely has affected me quite a bit. That's a good book. It is literally about your creation, your thoughts, your fears, your imagination, and what have you. The more you think about it, the more you draw them in. So, you're going to see them. You're going to see them, but not today. I don't think today's the day, but you will run into them. If you don't want to run into them, your best thing to do is basically eliminate them out of your thoughts and eliminate any fears or anything like that. And that will alleviate, sort of tell the world that we're kind of over, sort of moving past and whatnot. Anyway, Samantha V is next. Samantha V wants to know some good stuff. How will my love life be in December? That's very specific. I like that. Speaking of love life, let's go to what I love, and that is the deck with the Tarot Oracle. The Tarot Oracle on the back of it. Just like my new mug that I made, we got a lot of stuff over here with the words Tarot Oracle on it. And I think that's the key. That's the key, because that's what I like. That's what I like to see. All right. How will the love life be in December? I think it's going to be pretty decent. Pretty decent with that. Anyway, you sent again. Michelle, I did get it. I did get your donation. Thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. You were in the queue, Michelle. You're going to be after Lovety Greene. So, yeah, we're about 3-4 away. Well, I said 4 or 5 away. I go 3, 4 away. Anyway, you're about 4 away. Oh, man, the Six of Swords. Whew. I think you're just kind of going through the motions in December. There's something going on in December that's going wrong. You're going through the motions and you're trying to figure out what to do next. That is your love life. That is your love life. You're going through the motions. You're trying to figure out where it's at. You're trying to figure out what the status is. I think we have a connection. We're trying to figure out what's going on. Joan B., I thank you for your donation. But yeah, that 7-2. It feels like you're just going and basically doing the love life thing. There's nothing magical, nothing amazing with it. It feels pretty steady, but it doesn't feel steady enough. You just have a lot of questions about what's going on, so it's kind of a little bit on teetering on good and bad, what have you. But yeah, anyway, yeah, the 9. I think the love life involves a lot of celebration. We have a lot of celebration. We have a lot of good things. And I think you're with somebody, but you end up being attracted to somebody else. So if that makes sense, you're with somebody, you're attracted to somebody else during that time period. Did Tio really get his name from the TarotOracle deck? No, Miss Tarot D. If you look on YouTube and you look about TarotOracle, I have a complete history of where the name came from. So there you go. If you want to go search that out and check it out, that will tell you exactly where it came from. So spoiler alert, I was watching a guy combine tarots and oracles. And basically, he said, don't do it. And I was like, really? So I tried it out, and I liked it a lot. And I said that you should do it, and I'm going to name myself TarotOracle. Anyway, but, you know, that was a mistake, by the way. I should have named myself something more unique so that Google could find me. Okay. Will the next boyfriend want me to take care of them? Not really. No. No, I mean, the King of Pentacles is somebody who's pretty well off. They don't need you to take care of them. They don't need you to do this or that. They just kind of feels like that, you know, they just kind of feels like that they do their own thing. Very independent kind of individual. Very independent thing indeed. I think they also have a bit of an ego thing with somebody taking care of them. You know, they're like, nah, I don't want nobody taking care of me. I'll be fine. Yeah, it's like somebody, you know, who accidentally cuts their leg off or something. Is like, I'll be fine. You know, I'll walk it off or whatever. It's just one of those, right? I think that's the big thing. Yeah, I don't think they really want you to. If you think you don't, they don't want you to take care of them. No, not a thing. Ultimately, I think they're more of just a homebody. I mean, you know, it'd be more of, do you need anything than anything else? In my opinion, of course. Anyway, Marie Eve, welcome to the stream. I appreciate you. Look that up. Thank you. I love the name. It's So You. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know if that's good or bad. It's So You. I don't know. Anyway, Samantha wants to know, will my next boyfriend be spiritual? Oh, let's see. If I'm going to be spiritual, I mean, they may be a member of the OTO. They may be a member of the OTO. We'll see about that. You don't want to take care of a boyfriend. I don't think anybody really wants to enter a relationship and take care of somebody. I agree with that. I'm going to admit something I've never told y'all before, though. I'm kind of that person that likes to take care of people. I mean, I don't expect somebody, in other words, I don't expect somebody to take care of me, but I just like taking care of people. I like making sure people are okay. I like making sure they're taken care of. And that's kind of my personality. If you knew me in person, it's a lot different than what you see on the stream. But anyway, yeah, I'm more of a caregiver. So if I see something that needs to be done or something that you need, I will pick it up and like surprise, like Christina, like I've done a lot of stuff. Like she doesn't have a light by her bed and she needed one, right? So I went on Amazon and I basically thought in Christina's head. Like, if I was Christina, what would I want? And first thing I think I would want is a light that I just touch and it would come on. So I looked for one of those, and then I said, that's not good enough. I want a light that I can touch and it comes on, but I also want to plug in USBs into it. So I went and searched for that. So anyway, so I got this light that does like a gazillion different things. And then I just like, surprise, just sort of gave it to her. Anyway, so she still uses it to this day. It was very exciting. Anyway, so yeah, way off topic, but all right. Will my next boyfriend be spiritual? Yes, I would. They are. They're very in touch with sort of where they're at and what they do and how they think about things, how they feel about things. They don't ignore their feelings. They don't ignore emotions. They're very sort of observant and aware. Now, they do have a bit of an ego, right? A little bit of an ego. Agnes, thank you for your generous donation. Jesus. Michelle, thank you for your other donation. Michelle, do you want 2 readings? Michelle, thank you very much. I appreciate that. But yeah, they hide it. So Samantha, it's not very obvious when you first meet them. They hide it a little bit. Just be aware of that. Just be aware of that. They do have a couple of things about their religion that they're not willing to change. They're not willing to budge. So you're gonna have to kind of deal with that. Anyway, Michelle has a couple of very generous donations. Michelle, thank you so much. I appreciate that. We got some things we got. Should we sign a contract with Taxi, Chris, wait a minute, Taxi, Chris, Jeff, or 72? Close to 200. We're close to 200. Okay. We're selling a house. As you know, the house market's slowing down a little bit, but it's still popping. It's still popping. Maria, I got your donation. Thank you so much. You are in the queue, Maria. Thank you so much. Everybody's so generous with donations tonight. I greatly appreciate all y'all. I'm going to put all these donations into some new tarot cards because there's some Kickstarters I'm excited about. I'll tell you. All right, Michelle, you need to know who to sell your house to. This is going to be important. This is a throwdown, my friends.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
If you are new to the channel, we have live wrestling competition in the form of a tarot throwdown. That's where you have a lot of options, and you need a good answer about what options to take. What options to take on all of that. All right, and we're going to go Taxi, Chris. We're going to go Jeff over here. We're going to go 72. Who should we sell this house to? That's going to be important indeed. All right, now, should we sell the house to Taxi? Man, that's looking nice. That's looking nice. Taxi's winning so far. Taxi's very serious about buying the house. They're not going to screw you around. They're not going to play around with it. They're not going to waste your time. That is so important, ain't it? I'm not going to hose you, waste your time. It's going to be legit, straightforward. You like that. You like that a lot. I'm not going to play any games, okay? That's good. Taxi, straight to the point, not playing around with that. Now, Chris ultimately has some issues with the house that they haven't mentioned. I'm sorry. They have some issues with the house they haven't mentioned. The Fool. They think they're taking a little bit of risk with the house. If you can alleviate some of their fears and just be open with Chris and say, Chris, look, what do you want? Like what's going on here? Like, what exactly do you want? Let's get straight to the point because you don't want to waste any time. I think Chris is going to be a good option for that. Now let's look at Jeff. Is Jeff going to be good indeed? I don't know why we got 3 Jeffs. Jeff is a complete waste of your time. You have the Chariot. They're sort of moving through. They're not too serious. They're going to be like, well, what's going on? Where's it going to be? What's happening with all of that? Ultimately, Jeff is going to cause a little bit too much drama for you to want to deal with. And Jeff is going to be a little bit too in your face with some of the demands. Very demanding, very flighty. Jeff is going to be like, pulling back a little. You don't want to deal with that. Jeff is the biggest problem you have so far. All right. Samantha V, I thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. I think 72 would be good if you can get them to commit immediately. If you can get 72 to commit immediately, you can get 72 to go forward and be just like straight up with you, straight kind of personality. I think that's going to be good overall. Overall, if you had to do all of this, I would say taxi. Taxi's not going to waste your time. They're going to close it out. They're going to be good. I think taxi is going to be that person that really is super serious about it, and you're not going to have a lot of wasted time. Obviously, entertainment purposes only. Michelle, never sells somebody a house based upon some random fat man on YouTube reading tarot cards. All right, now the other question was, let's see, will we get close to 200? 160, 180. Let's go with this. Oh, 160 is looking good. I'm going with 171. 171. 171. 171. Okay, that's it. And again, I have an issue with getting readings for expensive things like houses, cars. You need to trust your intuition, your judgment, and your realtor. Do not make a decision for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars based upon some fat man on YouTube reading cards. Anyway, that was very specific. Very, very specific. Anyway, hope you liked it. Hope you liked it. Thank you for coming around, by the way. You know, all of y'all, thank you for being here. I appreciate that. If you hit that like and sub button, I will love you for the rest of my life. For the rest of my life. Every day I get up, I will sing your praises. I will do it. Why should you sub? We got tarot news. We got Juuuliiie. Thank you for your donation. We got live streams every night. This is the only place you're going to get tarot news, right? Other people be like, oh, look. And we got this 2 cards are coming out. No. I got like 40, 50 decks of cards. I'll let you know what's coming. I got details. We got live lessons. We got live readings. The Patreon. We got 25 hours of how to paint your own tarot cards. We got lessons of TDM, thought, symbology, court cards, hundreds of hours of free lessons. I don't want you wasting your money paying somebody $100, $150 on this stuff when you can get it for free on my channel. All right. I'm just saying, if you like that dedication, that commitment, hit that like and sub. That's all I ask. That is all I ask, is what I'm saying. All right. Let's see what's going on with Ricky. Does Ricky like me? Oh, is Ricky committed? Does Ricky look decent? Let's see. Queen of Cups, Justice, and the 8 of Cups. I think Ricky is really emotional, and then Ricky's going to wander off. You know, Ricky's really emotional, and then they just kind of wander off. The Queen of Cups, they take things too seriously. They wear their emotions on their sleeve. They're going to be kind of a hindrance to kind of ultimately where you would like to be. Justice says it's hard to find balance with Ricky. It really does, right? Do they like you? Are they emotional about you? A little bit. You got the Queen of Cups. You got the 8 of Cups. I think ultimately Ricky is not very committed. Ricky's not going to be like that grounding force that you need in there. But overall, if you want to do that, 8 of Cups says Ricky kind of abandoned you. But I mean, just saying. But the true feelings for me, I think that they got some good feelings. You got some emotions here. They wear their emotion on their sleeve. I think they're a little too hurt over some silly stuff, and they end up bailing at the end of the day. So you got to kind of factor that in. But that is just my opinion. Of course. Who did the $3? It doesn't say in my happy thing. We got Juuuliiie coming up. We got Miss Tarot D did the $3. Miss Tarot D, thank you so much. I appreciate you. You are my superhero. That's what I'm talking about.
Hooray!
All right, Life of Destiny. Will I get a new car? I have been shopping. Life of Destiny. This is the time to shop for a new car. It really is, right? It is time to shop for that new car, because used cars cost more than the new cars, which is confusing to me. It makes me want to sell my used car and buy a new car is what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about indeed. I like it. I like it. Michelle can't find the reading. Let me go ahead and put the, let me go ahead and edit the video. And I'm going to go ahead and put the timestamps in there. Michelle's going to be able to zoom right to the reading in that. I like that. All right, let's open the video real quick and do that. And we'll go ahead and share this. Oh man, do I have to reload it? How long does it take the timestamps to take effect? Oh my God, timestamps won't take effect while we're live? What kind of crap is that? Is it really not going to do that? Oh no, it's really not going to do that. Oh, I can't do timestamps. Okay, Michelle, if you want to go to 55 minutes and 10 seconds, that is where you're at. So Michelle, zoom to 55 minutes and 10 seconds in the stream, and that will get you right where you need to be. All right. Sorry about that, Life of Destiny. So let's get your car. Let's get you some car action. Samantha V, I thank you for your other donation. I appreciate that. Oh, we need a nice little fun little deck. Good stuff happening. I like it. Let's see. Oh, we need a card deck, right? We need a card deck. There you go. You have to wait till after the live. Oh, that is cheat mode. That is cheat mode. Michelle, I did answer both questions. I answered lots and lots of questions, Michelle. Yeah, if you want to go back. We are selling. So I answered your, I gave you quite a bit of information, by the way. Anyway, yeah, if you want to zoom back to 55 minutes and 10 seconds, and that'll get you right where you want to be. There you go. All right. Let's see. What a new car. Oh, lovers. Oh, 6. Oh, that is it. That is it. If you have the money, yes. If you have the money, yes, right? Because, I mean, this is something where you're going to have to cough up a little bit of money. So ultimately, we're going to go with a thumbs up. Ultimately, I think it looks nice. I think it looks good. The lover says, you got the car picked out already. You know what you want. You know where it's at. You're going to be sort of focused on that. That's going to be exciting. You like it. Strength card says you're able to get it, but it does cost a little more than you're expecting. That's 6 of Pentacles. Maybe you're financing it. You got, Jerome Powell's jacked up the interest rate a couple of times, but, maybe that's it. Anyway, 6 of Pentacles. If you got the money, you're able to get it. Not going to be a problem at all. I think you found the car ready that you want. You are going to be able to pick it up. Not going to be a problem. Queen of Wands is all about the CEO, the mastery of what we're doing, how we're going, and what have you. But yeah, the Queen of Wands, you're able to get it. Not going to be a problem at all. Not a problem at all. Strength card says that, yeah, you're going to be able to get it. Not a problem. I like it. I like it indeed. Julie, I like you indeed. How is R feeling about me right now? Let's see what's going on with R and see what's happening with R. Is that going to be something? Man, can we get the anime? Can we get the anime deck? I like this deck. I think it's going to be appropriate. It's either this deck or maybe the Harry Potter tarot, maybe. We're leaning on this one. We'll do the Harry Potter one on the next one. For this one, we're gonna do the anime tarot. I do like this anime tarot. 4 of Swords is out there. Man, are feeling get nice 7 of Cups, Ace, and a 2 of Swords. They're feeling a bit disconnected right now. But yeah, feeling a little bit disconnected. They're okay. It's a little bit on the disconnected side. The 4 of Swords, right? It's been a little too long, a little too much distance, a little too much delay, a little too much time in between. I think that's going to be the big factor here. But it feels like too much time has passed. Not a lot of things have been moving the way that we want them to move. Ultimately, we've kind of got a little bit of a disconnect from where we were before. That 2 of Swords, right? 2 different worlds and what have you, a little bit too much disconnection and things. Ace of Swords says we need more active communication for this to be viable, for this to be great and wonderful and sort of get where we need to be. Ultimately, I think that's going to be the big thing indeed. But yeah. that Seven of Cups, it just feels like that we need to discuss things out. We need to figure out the options. We need to get things going. And the more discussion, the more open communication we have, Ace of Swords, it's just going to be just better overall. It just feels like a better opportunity. Seven of Cups, there's some things pending, right? And I think there's some things that R is assuming about the situation, but they just haven't brought it up to you in that realm kind of thing. Anyway, Marie, you are after Julie. We got one more Julie, and then we got Marie. You're coming up. Marie, I did not forget about you. I swear, I did not forget about you. I have a little application that I wrote, and it tracks all of that stuff. All of that stuff. It tracks it. It already does. It tracks it nicely. And I wrote it because that's what I do for a living. I write crap. Okay, let's see. Okay, does R want me to spend the rest of the week with him after the trip? Ooh, maybe that's the disconnection. Maybe that's the distance. Ooh, man, open communication, all that stuff. I mean, just based on the previous reading, can I say yes? No, oh, yes, none of this. We need the stability, we need the connection with all of this other stuff. We got a couple of princes and the Aeon, the rebirth, the reincarnation up here. I like it. We need to catch up. Absolutely. Julie, that's a beautiful thing over here. Look at this. Julie, we got to catch up, right? Because we had a disconnection. We talked about that in the previous reading. We had a disconnection, a little too much distance, what have you. We do need to get the rebirth, the reincarnation up here, get that connection in. Mr. O'D, thank you for being with us tonight. Hope you have a fantastic evening. We'll see you tomorrow. But yeah, that Aeon, right? That rebirth, reincarnation, we need it. We need it. So, Julie, that is a massive thumbs up for this. Nine of disc. It feels like we're very comfortable. We need to build that comfort, build that thing, make it happen. And the Princess of Cups, start over with the emotions. Bring everything back to the front. Bring everything, make it fresh, make it exciting. I think that's going to be it indeed. I love it. I love it. Julie always gets the best readings. Julie gets like the best cards in the whole deck. Anyway, all right. I told you I didn't forget about you, and I didn't forget about you. Marie wants to know some stuff. Marie says, question numero uno. What does a Gemini expect from me? Do they like me? What do they want? What do they want out of this? Are they waiting for something? What's going on? I need to know. Marie's like, I need to know these things. This is going to be very important to me. And I understand that, Marie. I know. All right. What does the Gemini expect from you? Ace of Cups. Ace of Swords. They expect you to do something. It feels like I just need you to do something. Take some initiative, take some things, doing all of that other stuff, sort of launch forward, make it happen. And if we don't do that, we're really going to be sort of disconnected indeed from this. And we really don't like that. We don't like that at all is what I'm saying. But yeah, Gemini expects you to do something. Couple of aces, you got to launch forward. You got to get it done. You got to do something. You got to make some action out there. A little bit of the fiery action. We can go with that. We can go with it. A little bit of fire up in here. We don't have a wand, but I'm putting it out there anyway because you need to take something and make it happen. Overall, the Tower says if you don't, I'm disappointed in you. I'm just disappointed. Okay? That's what's talking about. The Tower moment. Where everything, something, it was something that I'm just disappointed. Just got to be that way. Finances for the next 6 months. Are you going to win the lottery is what I'm saying. See, here's what you need. Here's what you need. Now, here's what you need right now. Let me recommend something to you, okay? Let me recommend something to you. What you need, and I thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. What you need, Marie, is to have $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, and you end up investing this, right? You make a little bit of an investment, maybe an investment in yourself and the stock market, and the lottery tickets, whatever, and then you instantly just turn it into $100. You know what I'm saying? 20, 40, 60, you just turned it into $100. That is ideally what you would like to happen with this. So let's see if the finances are going to allow you to do that, because a lot of times they're just going to squelch you back a little bit and be like, yeah, that's not what I wanted to do. All right, let's say finances for the next 6 months. Can you do the money trick? Emperor says you're going to have to take command of it. You're going to have to take command of your investments. You're going to have to take command of what you're doing. You're going to have to take command of the money in your life. If you want the money to fall, if you want to make the fat cash, you're going to have to do stuff. That includes part-time. That includes refinancing this, doing that. That includes trying to find out what you can do for extra cash. That includes maybe a money trick. That includes maybe some investments that are going to be smart. They're going to be prudent. They're going to make you a little bit of money in the long run. 6 months, Emperor says you got to take a step up and make this happen for yourself. Nine of Cups says follow your intuition. That's really going to lead you the best place that you can be. And Eight of Cups says get rid of stuff that wastes your time, right? Are you on season 11 of Grey's Anatomy? Are you on season 11 of Grey's Anatomy and you've watched it from front to back? You may want to do a little Eight of Cups and abandon some of that stuff and look into that business venture that you have been thinking about, that people have been trying to talk you into, and make that happen in your life. That is going to be what is important, because nothing should be holding you back from your own success is what I'm talking about. All right, now we're back to Elsa. Elsa's got 2 donations. Thank you, Elsa, for your double shot tonight. Well, Alex asked me to marry him. If he doesn't, he's an idiot. I mean, come on, Elsa. You're beautiful. You're wonderful. You're funny. You're intelligent. If they don't ask you to marry them, then that person's just silly. That's what I'm saying. All right. If we're going to get married to this person, we need to get serious right now and get us the best deck that we have. All right. We need to get totally serious. We're done playing. It's time for the Teddy, hit the floor. No, Teddy. Oh, we're time for the Teddy Tarot. The teddy bear tarot over here. It has teddy bears on it, and it is right all the damn time. Okay, Elsa, it's never wrong. But no, I'm kidding. By the way, entertainment purposes only. Never marry somebody based on a fat man reading your cards on the internet. Anyway, how do you do tarot live? I do it very well, thank you. All right, okay, Janelle. It's got, I get all excited and hyped and stuff. When Christina stopped coming over here for the stream because she says I get like really, I'm loud and I get like all hyped and stuff. Anyway, okay, will they marry me? Jesus, I think so. I really do. This is looking good. This is looking good indeed. 4 of Wands, okay? We'll talk, Elsa, I don't know how much you tune in, but I am just saying, Samantha, you can have all the teddies you want. Samantha is like, Samantha, you're my favorite person ever. So yeah, you can have the teddies. All right, anyway, that sounds bad, but you know what I'm saying? Okay, Elsa, what I'm saying is, my theory. I don't know how much you watch, but my theory is, and if you read my books, link in the description to buy all of my books, Elsa. I mean, it's only $8, Elsa. Come on. And I got an audio book, Elsa, that's 16 hours, and it's only $8. You're not even going to get that anywhere else. Anyway, but yeah, the 4 of Wands, all right, that starts off our happy home, happy family. Now, the next process is the 10 of Cups with the new family. Julie, I thank you for your donation. And then the 10 of Pentacles, right? The old, very established kind of family, what have you. Anyway, but yeah, so we're having a new home, happy family, all of that other stuff. We're going to be able to get the wedding bells. We get the love. We get the love hearts of the love hearts that make the hearts out of the hearts over here just for you. Queen of Cups says they're very emotional about you, right? I know you can't see it. You got to wait for the hearts to go away. Okay. Anyway, Miranda, I thank you for your generous donation. I appreciate it. Wow, everybody's breaking out the credit card tonight on the PayPal. Thank you so much, Miranda. Let me know what your question is. But yeah, the Queen of Cups, they're very emotional about you. And that's the key. That is the key indeed. Because you need to be emotional about Elsa. Because I told Elsa's got all the things that you need in a marriage partner. That's what you need. Ace of Cups says they're not going to find anybody better, clearly. There's some money issues that come between you and marriage with this individual. All right? I'm just going to say, there's some money issues that come in between you and this individual. Can you basically just show them the money trick? I think I would recommend that, right? Show them the money trick. The money trick's falling apart, Elsa. Show them the money trick. That will solve all of the money problems. But you're going to have to deal with that, Elsa. Otherwise, it's going to come back and bite you. It's going to come back and get, and as we say in Texas, it's going to get you. Will my next boyfriend love my dog? Well, they better. I don't, you know, if you don't love your partner's dog or your partner's pet, you're pretty much done. I mean, you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it to third base if you don't love the animals, because that's the family. That's like rejecting somebody's mom or something. You know, they're like, I love you, but your mom sucks. You can't say that. You're going to get booted out of that relationship pretty quick. But yeah, so you do need to understand that, they're going to need to love your dog Tank. If they don't, they're out of there. We're going to use our lovely dog deck. Julie, I thank you for your other donation. I appreciate it. We're going to use the other dog deck up in here. The Shaman. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I mean, you know, Tank and the new boyfriend have a talk, and Tank is going to bring over the dog treats and make the best buddy make friend Earth puppy, right? We're going to have this excitement. We see Tank, we see that boyfriend coming in. Tank's like all excited, like, woo, yay, Tank, you know, there we go. Hooray! And the three of Earth, we're all one big happy family indeed. So yeah, that is a big old thumbs up. That is a big old thumbs up. Yeah, you know, you gotta love your partner's pets, or you're not gonna be around very long. That's the primary rule. Does C want to be with my what? Oh, does C want to be my man? Oh, I misread that. I thought it said, does C want to be my mom? I was like, what? Anyway, you know, it's that time of the day. It's that time of the day. Christina says, yep, because if T.O. did not love my pups, then it'd be a no-go. See, that's what I'm saying. You got, say, Christina's coming down with the facts. With the facts. All right. Anyway, let's see. Love not hover. I have no idea what that even means. Does C want to be my man? Oh. Let's see if C's lining up to be next on the list. Just woke up. Okay. 3 of Cups. Ooh, nice. Elsa, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. 5 of Wands, 8 of Swords, 3 of Cups. I'm gonna say they just want to be your buddy. I don't know, that doesn't make any sense, but I mean, I'm gonna go for it. I mean, you got the 3 of Cups, a celebration. Maybe I like to hit it and quit it. Maybe I like to sort of do all of that. A little bit of a celebration, a little bit of a good time here, but I'm restricted. Maybe I can't be your man. Maybe I can't be that opportunity. Maybe I can't do any of that other stuff. But the Fool, I'm willing to go on the adventure here, but the 5 of Wands, there's a lot of conflict. There's a lot of conflict for staying around long term. Ultimately, I'm just going to say a little bit of a thumbs down. I mean, a little bit of a thumbs down. Maybe they want to hit it and quit it. Maybe they want to see what's going on. Maybe they want to kind of be like, woo, maybe kind of thing. But it does look like there's not just a ton of commitment in that. Tor, are you MR on PayPal? Let me know. Torukia, let me know if you're MR. We'll see come back into my life in the fall. Let's see what's going on with that. Is that going to be a thing? Samantha wanted teddy bears. That's right. We're going to have to get the teddy bears up in here and make it happen. Why? We'll see come back in the fall. What is going on? What is their dealio with all of this? Ace? Oh, yes, IL. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. That is a yes. That is nice indeed. Get a thumbs up in here. Ace of Wands says, I'm heading to your direction. Got an 8 of Wands. I'm still heading in your direction. And let's have some drinks together. They will be coming straight back into your life in the fall. Easiest thumbs up ever. You got the motion. You got the teddies up here. Teddy's on the end. Teddy's on the end of the wands going, whee! You know, like that. But yeah. So you know, I'm the. Let's go ahead and take a poll. Let's go ahead and take a poll. Am I the only tarot reader, professional tarot reader that plays with teddy bears on stream? Let's go. Let's do the poll. If you let me know, am I the only tarot reader, professional, full-time tarot reader that you've seen that plays with teddy bears on their live stream? Let me know if that's a good thing. Will Keenan and I reconcile? Kitty's playing with a toy, in case you wonder what that noise is. Kitty's got the toys in here. Kitty's playing. Salem, do you want to be on stream? Salem, do you want to be on stream? Or are you not in stream mood? Or do you want to be on stream or no? Like, what's happening? That's a no. Salem does not want to be on the stream. Salem said no. Okay, anyway, yeah. Well, Keenan and I reconcile. Will we be a thing again? Will this opportunity make it happen with all of that? Oh, let's see. Six of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Sun. I think you have an option to reconcile, but they expect a lot from you. Okay, so that's kind of a yes, and that's kind of a no. The Sun says they'll be back. They'll be back, right? But they have a lot of demands. They're like, okay, Joe, I need you to do this. I need you to do that. I need you to do this and that and this and that and this and that, right? You need to give, bend over backwards for me. And you're like, screw you. I'm the hermit. I don't really want to do all of that. So, yeah, if you want to bend over backwards for him and they're that important to you, and you're like, that is going to be, my magic power, then maybe. But no, I don't know. Everybody's concerned about Salem and the teddy bear. Let's take a poll. Let's take a poll here. All right. So we got Salem's over there. Kitty. So Salem's over here, and kitty. Let's see if Salem likes the teddy bear. Salem's examining the teddy bear. She's like, I'm out of here. Screw you. So no, the teddy bear was a miss. The teddy bear was a miss. Salem did not like the teddy bear. The teddy bear feels very rejected right now. Very, very rejected right now. Let's go to PayPal, man. Tonka, dealing with the trauma, what he did. He calls me names that hurt so bad. So Torukia, are you the PayPal person that I haven't read for? Did you say yes or no? My question is, I'm having trouble dealing. I have no idea. She's not a dog. Yeah, I figured that. She does not look like a dog, and I've already gotten that part. Anyway, Mirandi, who are you in chat? Let me know. Who are you in chat? You are Torukia. Okay, the question is, so we're doing Torukia, and Torukia's next. We're off to PayPal indeed. We're going to figure out what is going on with the PayPal reads. What are we going to have going here? What kind of exciting things can we get going too? Let's see. About the recent toxic alcoholic. Loved him so much, and I still do. Unfortunately, is he thinking of me? All right, let's see what's going on. He really hurt me so bad. He's a toxic alcoholic. That is not good. Let's see if the toxic alcoholic is going to be able to fix things, repair things, what kind of things are going on with that. Hopefully we can get that resolved. Let's see if that's going to be a thing. 8 of Wands, they had to go. They're better off not being there. Here's the problem. It seems like things, okay, entertainment purposes only, obviously. But it seems like things were escalating. In other words, it was like right here, and then all of it is like right here, and then it escalated, and it escalated, and then it escalated more and escalated more. It feels like if you had stayed around, it would have escalated into something bad. 8 of Wands, that it kept moving, it kept going, and I don't think that was a good thing for you. So I think that's the biggest problem here. Temperance figure things that they need to figure out how to deal with this. They have personality issues. They have mental issues. They have a lot of issues that need to be, and they're self-medicating with alcohol, right? But so what you're getting is all of the issues that they had, but then the alcohol on top of it. I think that's going to be the big problem here. So if you would have kept hanging out there, I think it would have been ultimately a big problem, because now you do have somebody All right, let's see. And moderate. Okay, now you would have had somebody who has mental issues, emotional issues, and alcohol in them, and make a lot of bad decisions. Ace of Wands is ultimately, you need to get away from that. King of Wands, they do think about you. They do. Five of Swords, ultimately, though, if you had have stayed in the situation, I think it would have escalated beyond what you really wanted to deal with. So ultimately, you know, not being there is a good thing because they need to get that Temperance card. They need to find a balance. They need to settle down and do what's right. Until they do that, you don't want to be around to be the punching bag for this particular individual. So that is what the tarot says with that. Are they thinking about you? Yes, I think they do. I think that they regret what they did. They realize they made a mistake, but they need to balance things out. They need to settle down, and they need to deal with the root cause of the alcoholism, which is their issues, right? Because people, okay, normal person doesn't just drink, and then be abusive. What they do is they drink, and then they go sleep, or they have a good time, or they're silly or something like that, right? But what you do is you have your inner self sort of coming through in this particular individual, and I don't think the inner self has so many issues, and they used you as the punching bag. I don't think that worked for anybody. Anyway, it was better off that you were gone, but they are thinking about you and D. Based upon a very past reading, why is W actually jealous of me? All right, let's see. Let's get a little dragon. If we're jealous, we need some dragons. By the way, we're ending soon. My God, we got a lot of donations tonight. We got lots of donations tonight. Yeah, we're ending soon. Okay, let's see. Based upon a very past reading, why is a W jealous of me? Anne wants to know. Where is the jealousy coming from? What's the root cause of this? How are we going to deal with all this jealousy kind of thing? But yeah, so the Four of Pentacles, man, you have it more together than they do. So you have your stuff together more than they do. They kind of like what they see when they see you, right? But you have some things mastered that they don't. You have some opportunities with you that they don't. And I think that's the biggest kind of thing here. Ultimately, they would kind of like to have the opportunities that you have, right? I think that's going to be the big thing here. So if they had the same kind of opportunity, because you do get kind of a limelight sometimes. People respect you. People like you. You know, you get sort of that respect, that good stuff. And I think that's a key component that they would like also. And the Empress says you're kind of comfortable with who you are. And that's the biggest thing. You're comfortable with who you are. You're not really searching around for something. You just kind of know where you're at, you know where you're going to be and all this other stuff. I think that's one of the big components that they like about you, that they kind of a little bit on the jealous side, because somebody has everything going on and has their life going on, and it's nice. All right, we're going to go to the next reading, which is coming up with Elsa. Elsa's back. Whoa, what's going on? Elsa is back for two more. Well, Alex proposed to me in September. So we know we're getting married. We got that part. We know we're getting married. We're going to go over here to the Tarot Tower, and we're going to use the super duper Linares. Oh, that Random Boyd. Welcome. Good to see you. Okay, well, Alex supposed to be September. We'll be married by October this year. That's his goal. All right, can we get this done? We got some pretty aggressive timelines. You know, getting married, it takes a lot of work. So we got some pretty aggressive timelines. Can we make it? Oh, the Knight of Cups, the Tower. No, I think the timelines are a little too aggressive. I think we have to push them back a little bit. A little bit of a pushback on that. Not going to be the Tower, right? We can do it if we really rush and all that, but we're going to make so many mistakes. It's like, well, might as well just kind of pull back a little bit. Maybe reschedule some stuff, you know? Maybe have like a spring wedding or something like that. It's a big thing. Christina, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Andrew and Paula, let me know what your questions are, and I will read you next stream. We are ending soon. Appreciate that. That was this timeline. I think it's just too aggressive. The Tower. I mean, we could push forward and make it happen, but it's just a lot of capability that's just not there. I just think ultimately we're going to have to push it back a little bit, right? I think it's going to be kind of upsetting to push it back, but I think realistically, that is going to be the big thing, though. Realistically, I'd rather have it be coordinated well, it works well, you know what I'm saying? Rather than let's rush it through and make a lot of mistakes. I think that's kind of it. I think it's kind of it. Of course, I mean, this is just a tarot reading. Of course, if you want to do whatever you want to do, you're going to make it happen. We'll make it the goal. We'll get it done. That's fine. It's no problem. Anyway, talk about the money trick with the guy. Best way to bring up that talk, whatever you want to tell me. Okay, let's see the best way to bring up that talk. Oh, man. Well, I don't know. What is the best way to sort of bring up the money trick? I don't know. Is there a money trick deck? No, we do have a money deck, actually. We do have a money deck. We're going to use this one. There we go. And we're going to see what's going on. This is kind of a de facto money deck as we do here and stuff. Anyway, you guys are such good mods. Well, you're a good mod too. You know, you're one of those mods. It's good too. You're a new mod, but you know. Anyway, okay. This is what's going on about the money check. Whatever you want to tell me, what's the best to bring up that talk? The Hierophant just kind of says that the talk brings itself up. You know what I mean? Because it's like, well, what about this? Because I think there's a situation that comes. Here's my prediction. I think a situation comes up later where it's really obvious that we need to discuss it. You know what I mean? So like all of a sudden it's in the limelight and we need to discuss it. It's kind of really obvious we need to discuss it. So the opportunity brings itself in, the Hierophant. All of a sudden something serious happens with that. Hanged Man said they have a different idea about money than you do. What could that mean? That could mean I spend money this way. I think we should pay these bills first. I don't know what the hell it means, but I mean, you know, the Hanged Man says have a different view of things than you do. And I think that's the big component that we have an issue with. High Priestess says, too, they're not telling you everything. I think there's a component of what they have or their money situation or something else that they're not telling you. Maybe it's a gambling issue. Maybe it is a debt that they owe. They're not really communicating with that. Ultimately, you're going to have a happy home, happy family anyway. Let's bring it up and let's talk about it. And I think that's going to be the big opportunity there. If we can bring it up, we can talk about it, and we can get it on the table. Here's what I think. All right, Elsa, here's the bottom line. Elsa, I think that you are very intelligent and your prospect is very intelligent too. And if you just get together and put everything on the table and talk it out, it's not going to be a problem. But if you don't, all of a sudden it becomes a big deal. Does that make sense? It becomes a big deal. You know what I mean? And you just got to deal with it. So I think once it's on the table, then yeah, let's talk about it. And the good news is, like I just said, that you have an open opportunity to talk about it later. So something comes up and all of a sudden it's like really obvious that we need to be talking about this. And when that happens, you know, take that advantage, right? Hop in there. Julie's got 2 readings on IL, and then we are out of here. RR, thank you for your donation. We'll get your reading tomorrow. So the reading for tomorrow, we got Christina, Paula, and Andrew up in there. Thank you again, Christina, for hosting our wonderful, beautiful mods. And our mods are immortalized forevermore on my cup. This is going to get kiln fired. It's going to be super dark and beautiful, and all my mods are on the cup. Immortalized, my friend, forever until I drop the cup. You are immortalized. All right. We're going to see that. Anyway, those 2 are tomorrow. Right now, though, let's go to Julie. Does R want to work things back out with me? Let's see. Let's get a little bit. Not a teddy bear tarot, but we got a Mons tarot up in here. I think that's the big key. Yeah, sorry, RR. We'll get you tomorrow. We got you tomorrow. No problem. No problem at all. Okay, does R want to work things out, back out with me? Hopefully so. Let's see what's going on with that. Nine of Swords. Man, they're kind of scared to bring it up with you. Yes, I mean, yes, they do. Let's work things out, right? We got the Empress and the Six of Cups. Let's communicate. Let's get back together and let's make that happen, right? Let's make that happen. Let's get together. Let's communicate. So yes, they do want that to happen, okay? And the Two of Swords too. I think the biggest problem with this is that nothing worked out. It hasn't been worked out. Nothing has been worked out. And it's kind of bothering them, is what I'm saying. Kind of bothering them, right? The Two of Swords, we're in separate worlds. I'm kind of concerned. I'm kind of worried that we left on a bad note. And can we make things better? Can we leave on a good note? I think that's the big opportunity. I think that's a yes answer for sure. But yeah, it is bothering them. That is bothering them. And I think that's why, because a lot of people want to know, why does somebody want to do this or that? I think that's the big reason. They know things just weren't worked out. Things were left in a mayhem, and they would like it to not be. Lonnie, welcome. Lonnie, good to see you. We are ending soon, by the way. We got Julie, and then we got IL, and we're out of here. Does R still have love feelings for me? Ooh, that's nice indeed. Let's see if R still loves us. R still loves us indeed. Lonnie, you're never late. You're always on time, Lonnie. It is so good to see you. Thank you for joining us, even if it's for a few minutes. A few minutes of Lonnie in my life makes me happy. I don't care if it's an hour, if it's 2 minutes, if it's 5 minutes, as long as Lonnie's in my life, I'm happy, okay? Just saying. I'm just being honest with you. All right, does R still have love feelings for me? Ooh, the Hierophant, still serious with it. Ace of Pentacles and a Five of Wands. I think they're kind of doubting themselves. They still have feelings, right? We see that with the Hierophant. I'm still serious about it. I'm still dedicated. I still have a lot of good emotions, good feelings, but I'm doubting myself. What did I do wrong? What I need to fix? I think there's a lot of confusion. It's not like a clear mapping in the road of I need to do this, I need to do that kind of thing. That's sort of the thing, right? The Five of Wands. I'm confused. I'm kind of concerned, but I don't really know what to do. I don't know how to chase the things that I want. Hierophant, I still have some seriousness in there, right? The Six of Swords, I still want to make that journey and make things better and make things improve. Six of Swords is a journey from a bad place to a good place. That's what they're focused on. And that Ace of Pentacles, if it means me coming back, if it means me getting a new direction, building a new foundation here, I'm going to do that because this is important to me. I think this is a good focus for them indeed. So I think it's great. I think it looks pretty good in my opinion. The last reading of the night again, we got Paul and Andrew, hosted by the hostess with the mostest, Christina, and we got RR is going to be tomorrow. But for now, in the last reading of the night, will I be able to pay my mortgage? IL, that's the question you need answered, because if not, that could be an issue. That could be an issue indeed. Let's look at the deck that's going to give us all the information tonight. That is the Adventures Tarot. Let's see. We'll be able to pay some mortgage. We'll be able to make it happen. Let's see what's going on with all of that. Oh, Jesus. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. All right. Here, we got a double-edged sword here for you, my friend. IL. The Nine of Pentacles, I can pay it. I got enough. I can pay it. Yeah, I got enough, right? So I got the money that I need. I got the stuff. But it hurts, man. It hurts. It's painful. This is something that's weighing on me. This is something that's concerning me right now because I know that's a lot of money. I know that's a lot of funds that there's going to be coming out for that, and that's just going to be wiping out the Uber, the Uber Eats, that's going to be wiping out a lot of things that I'd like to do in my life. But yeah, I'm going to have to trim some other stuff down. Can I make it? Yeah. But I got to trim a lot of other stuff down. Maybe I can't afford the Netflix. Maybe I can't afford the Uber Eats with the Taco Bell or whatever. The star says that ultimately you find a way to make it easier, whether that's a small business idea, whether that's a venture, whether that's winning a little bit of money, whether that's second job, second opportunity, or what have you, because the Page of Pentacles says you have more money coming in. So it eases up later. But yeah, you're really concerned. Like you're going to be sacrificing quite a bit and whatnot. But yeah, you do have the money, but it's painful. You know, sometimes it's just a little too painful. But yeah, anyway, and that is it for me. I thank you for being here. We will see you tomorrow.